Welcome to Earned and Unlocked Gaming News. In case you guys didn't know, this here video is where I'll talk about gaming news and events that happened during the week. Comments and feedback are always wanted, as well as suggestions for future news stories and anything you want to see on the channel in general. I will also be live streaming tonight. I'll be playing Overwatch, maybe on here, but definitely on Twitch. I will let you guys know if you follow me on Twitter. You can also see more of me on my VidMe and Dailymotion channels. I will link those in the description below, as well as I'm having a little donation thing going on while I'm streaming. I'm trying to raise enough funds to buy Mass Effect Andromeda when it comes out, and the deal is if I raise enough before the game comes out, I will play it on the channel. I will actually live stream it and play it on the channel every day until we finish it. If I don't, then we don't raise enough money before the game comes out, then I'm not going to play it on the channel until I finish my own personal playthrough. So let's get into today's first news story. There we go. Valentine's Day saw not only the rise of chocolate consumption, but flower purchases, and also the release of Ubisoft Montreal's new darling For Honor. Released for Xbox One, PS4, and PC, this new take on combat games features Vikings, Knights, and Samurai classes and subsections in those for your combat pleasure. Now, to throw out a few scores the game has been scored for PC only, because a lot of the console reviews are still in progress. A 74 from Andy Kelly from PC Gamer, an 80 from James Kazansky from Games Revolution, or I don't know. Yes. And an 80 from Camille Allard from Gameblog France, earning the overall game a 76 at the time of writing with critics on Metacritic, but an 6.8 at the time of writing with fans. Now keep in mind, like I said, these are all PC reviews because a lot of the console reviews aren't up or haven't been scored on Metacritic yet. Now players' reviews ranged from 0 to 10. And one user, Kissadude, said that they were having problems with the game, that they spent a lot more time loading into the game or trying to get in, and then they kept getting kicked because they had a play and charge cable for the Xbox 360 controller that Ubisoft's third-party software was recognizing as a cheat, even though it's not. The single-player campaign is not what it was said to be, like a full fleshed-out thing. And if you want to read the full review, I will link it below to Metacritic. And then you also have users like Tio giving it a 10, saying it's hard to describe For Honor, it's unique, it's different. There's different play styles for all 12 characters. The graphics are gorgeous. Now there might be some setbacks for people, like the lack of peer-to-peer connection, peer-to-peer connection, lack of servers, being always online, some ridiculous microtransaction cost. One I saw was over $100. Now, personally, this game is not going to be on my shelf. I just bring you guys the news and what people are saying, but I played the beta and I realized that this game is not for me. It's not my kind of game. It happens, you want to like a game, but sometimes you just don't. I appreciate that the game is beautiful and it's graphically beautiful, and it takes skill to play it, but it's just not going to be on my shelf. And it also makes me wonder about the longevity of the game. A lot of people were sold on the single player, thinking it was going to be more than just an advanced tutorial and more than 6 hours, and you could play it offline, but you have to be always online. So we'll see once next week how the scores settle in this. I can't say I know many people that are going to be sad about Steam Greenlight coming to an end. We have seen sometimes downright garbage that gets greenlit or put on Steam, but that's also going to change soon. We also have good games that have come through, like Super Hot, Invisible Apartment, Papers, Please, and This Is the Police, just to name a few. There's literally probably hundreds out there that have gotten through that are amazing. Steam announced February 10th that it'll be getting rid of Steam Greenlight and replacing it with Steam Direct, which although few details, it's rumored to be a whole new system with sign-ups, bank work, paperwork, and admission plus submission fees to help reduce the noise of the submission pipeline. In easier terms, developers have to sign up with proper legal documentation, proper legal bank work, and pay fees to have their games on Steam. Those numbers have been rumored to be as low as $100 to submit a new game to as high as $5,000 to submit a new game. This new program is slated for spring of 2017, and if it really does work, will we see a decrease in the crap that Steam has put up? I can think of one game that me and Wasabi Ice Cream were looking at, Bloody Boobs. Like, how does that get through? Will this slowly see the return of Steam being the bastion of PC gaming that it once was? Only time will tell, and we'll see how this program fleshes out once it's ready. And our last news story is Sony PS Now, there we go. Streaming services undergoing some changes that may affect some people or may fly under the radar for some. PS Now is a streaming service that lets you play older PS3 games on PS4, PS Vita, and PS TV, almost like a Hulu or Netflix for games. That's what it was slated as when it was released, a Netflix for games. Starting August 15th, however, PS Now support will be dropped from all systems but the PS4 and PC. Now, I say that this may affect some people as the service does have a loyal fan base, but to others not a big concern. If you're like me, you completely forgot this was a feature, not a free feature, I might add, but a feature. If you're like me and you want to play classic games, you either try to find a physical copy, as much as people hate GameSpot or EB Games as we have it in Canada, I will go there to try to find some classic games, and they usually always have them in some way, or I have a friend that works there that will try to find it for me. Or I will go on the PC route, and PC always has it some way, shape, or form. Now, this also brings another thought to my head regarding these changes. Are we going to start seeing more service drops from the last gen consoles? Will servers start closing? Will support start shutting down? Now, I don't see that happening for the PS3 anytime soon, because like me, a lot of people still play on their PS3s. But what about the Vita? What about the PSP? What is that? Yeah. What about the smaller consoles and smaller services? Are they going to start shutting down and taking away support? Now, that's all the news I have for you. It wasn't super interesting week in gaming news, or maybe it was and I just didn't find anything worth really reporting on. But remember, I will be streaming in a couple hours from when this video goes up. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. I always announce it, and I will be tweeting out randomly throughout the stream to come join me. Also, there will be a link to my Discord server below. Whew, it's a lot of talking. And a link in my Discord to my Discord server below. The link will expire tomorrow. I only leave it up for a day because I don't want, a year from now people joining the Discord server and be like, no. New link every Friday. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching till the end. Make sure to click on the videos annotated on the screen and click that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.